You know the voice, but do you know the woman behind it? She made us fall in love with songs like Do Me Baby and Fool's Paradise. And in our latest episode, R&B icon Meli'sa Morgan gets real about what the music industry doesn't teach you: ownership, self-worth, and staying true in a world that's constantly changing. We're talking legendary friendships with Whitney Houston, powerful lessons from Patti LaBelle, and why she believes real R&B is making a comeback. So if you're ready for soul, stories, and seriously good gems, let's get into it, because Meli'sa is not just timeless, she's trailblazing.
Awesome. Lisa, so great to have you. It's such a pleasure.
Thank you.
So I would love for you to tell us a little bit about you, like where you grew up, your upbringing, that type of thing, and how your journey started.
Wow. I'm a Queens, New York girl, born and raised in Corona, New York, Queens.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And me and my BFF, Darlene, we call ourselves the girls from 34th Avenue. And that's where I grew up in a nice community where everybody looked out for each other. And my parents and my family, everybody was near each other within blocks. And we just listened to music. They listened to music all the time. I'm a I call a Motown baby. We grew up in the Motown era with Diana Ross and the Supremes and Gladys Knight and Aretha Franklin and all those wonderful artists that inspired us. And I just love singing. And I would sing, from 6 years old. And when I was 7 to 8 years old, we dress up in my mother's clothes and shoes and try to imitate the freestyle. I say it. And so, like one time, my mother said, "Okay, y'all do a show for," because they used to have. I don't know about your family, but we used to have what they call like round robin. One weekend it would be at my aunt Lena's house. The next weekend it would be at my cousin Sue's house. And so when it came to be at my mom's house, which her name is Margie Morgan, she said, "You guys are going to entertain because we're going to outdo the rest of them. So you entertain. If you do good, I'll take you to amateur night at the Apollo." So me and my sisters dressed up in her gallery coming out there. And we did good day craft and everything, but she never took us to the Apollo. To the Apollo until to me, baby, long time after that. But I loved her anyway.
Oh, that is so amazing. Yeah, I didn't know you were a Queens girl.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up there too, 34th Avenue, Joshua Boulevard. Right
Yes.
there.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you about the Queens girls. We were like the Brooklyn and the Bronx girls. Honey, had to be home when that street
Yeah,
light went on. We had to be home. There
that's
was no
right.
messing with us, or we would get whipped. The Bronx and the Brooklyn girls, they could stay out all night. We
All
couldn't do
night.
that.
Mhm. Exactly. Very different. Very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you spoke about the Apollo because I'm still going back to Showtime at the Apollo episodes. And I saw you performing with Kashif. I was like, look at I said, yeah, I remember those days when I was a kid.
When I love that body back.
Don't we all?
We're not now we're looking like something totally different.
Yeah. That's so true.
But when I see them, I said, "God, was I eating? Did I eat anything during that time?" I think we were just living off of water and like,
Yeah, it was.
I think I was a size 0 or 1 or something. It's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. When I graduated, I was like 115, 120.
And the funny thing is about every day we wake up and say, "I'm going to get back to
Girl. I don't know.
good luck, girl. Good luck. Good luck."
Wishful thinking. Yes. Yeah. Now, your music has stood the test of time with songs like Do Me Baby and Fool's Paradise, which we all still love. And it's still in heavy rotation.
Yeah.
So what do you think it is about your sound and storytelling that continues to resonate with audiences all these years later?
Oh, wow. They believe me.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. They believe me, and I only sing about things that I believe in, that I know about. I don't sing about things I don't know about. So I've been offered to be on like rap records and stuff, and it's like I don't know anything about that. The one thing I did know is when Jay-Z asked me, and him and Mary did like a little thing with Fool's Paradise. I was like, okay, I can do that. But I think it's just they believe the emotion and the energy in my voice because I'm only giving them what I know and I believe it. So I think that's what has withstood the test of time with my music. Do Me Baby. I Prince loved that song. And they just called me. We're going to cross our fingers because the Prince estate just called me to be a part of his celebration for this year because they celebrate him every year in Minneapolis. So the praying that happens. But Prince loved that song. That was one of his favorite songs. And for some reason, he had given it to Capitol and they had it on hold for 2 years. And when I signed with Capitol, the 2 years was about up. So the A&R person said the next R&B artist that we signed has got to do this song because we've been holding it for 2 years and we're about to lose it. And I was that one. So that was just like a fortunate blessing because at the time I didn't like the song. I'm in my teens. I'm like, I don't want to sing about no Do Me Baby. And it has turned out to be just a blessing for me. And even when I sing it live now, I can't even sing it. The audience just sings it. And we just all just go back to where we was during that time, making babies or whatever they were doing. So it's just and the same thing with Fool's Paradise. It is one of the best party songs across the world, especially like in the UK. Again, I can't even sing that. When that song comes on, it's like a national anthem. Everybody just jumps out of their seat. It's on singing and they just have a good time. So I'm just glad that I can bring such happiness and joy to people through my music. So it really is a wonderful thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it is amazing. I even see people when I'm on Facebook. I see people still dancing to Meli'sa Morgan. I'm like, yes.
If there ain't no barbecue in Queens, in New York, in New Jersey, that they don't play that song to get the party started.
Yes.
I'm a party starting diva.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. So you've been vocal about the importance of songwriting and owning your publishing. So in an industry where many artists don't reap the long-term benefits of their work, what lessons have you learned about business ownership in music and what advice would you give artists coming up today?
The thing that I've learned is that there are two different entities in this music thing. There is the music entity, there's the music industry, and there is the music business. And don't confuse the two. Because you can be in the industry and you can be recording and you can have fun and you can go on the road, but you still have to take care of your business. And a lot of artists don't do that because they're so caught up in the fame and the fortune and the glamorization of this music industry. But you have to take care of your business. Because she taught me that. The people in this industry, managers and lawyers taught me that. And I listened. And thank God, growing up, my father and my mother and my stepmother, they all taught me about saving your money and taking your money and making it work for you and pay your bills so you can have good credit. They taught me this when I was like 12 and 13 years old. I guess they knew. And people don't believe this, but my parents trusted me so much that at 12 years old, I had my own credit card.
Really?
Yeah, they got the credit card and they put me on it and said, this is yours. Now manage it. But if you don't manage it well, said because they gave me allowance. If you don't manage it well, you don't tell us what's going on and everything, then you're gonna lose it. And I never lost it. Even one time I went to, when I got old, I was about like 15 or 16. I went to a store on Madison Avenue and I saw a pair of shoes that were like $200. And I know my, what I call it, what they give you, I just said it, but anyway, what my parents gave me every week, my little stipend. And I went in and I had my credit card and I said, okay, I want these shoes. And the lady wouldn't give it to me. And she says, no, you're too young. This is not your credit card. I said, no, this is my credit card. My parents gave it to me, my allowance. Yeah, my parents gave it to me. And she would not give me those shoes. And I went home that day and I cried. I took the train back to Queens and I cried. And I said, I was on Madison Avenue And I went to buy these shoes. And like I said, I was about 15 or 16. And the lady wouldn't give it to me. And the next day, my stepmom, she said, she told my father, don't go, I'm going. And my stepmom got dressed and we took the train to Madison Avenue. And she went in there and she said, my daughter wanted to buy these shoes and you wouldn't give it to her. She said, oh my God, we didn't think that it was her credit card. So it is, and give her the shoes. And I had to use like 4 weeks of allowance to pay for but you know, they trusted me that much. So you've got to manage your business. You have to read. You have to know about your publishing and your songwriting and where it goes because a lot of people just write things and think that the record company takes care of everything and they don't. You have to go into ASCAP and BMI and stuff and make sure your publishing stuff is right. So all your royalties and your money comes to you. So it's about learning. Don't be dumb and come in this music industry because you're going to get ripped off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be a dark place. And I'm glad you mentioned that about what your parents did for you because I think it does start at home, teaching our kids how to manage their money. So when you get older, you already know what to do and what to look for and just
Well,
how to go about it so that you don't get messed up if it can from you and all kinds of stuff that like you
that's
say.
right.
Yeah.
100%. I had a bank account when I was 13 years old. They walked me right in the bank and give her a savings account with her name on it, her money, so you can take your allowance and put it in here. And if you want something, you save for it and you buy it and you pay your credit card and you do what you need to do. So these things are meant, they don't teach you like that no more. They don't teach you like that no more. I know so many people in trouble and don't know how to save. I don't get it. Like you say, you were supposed to learn that at home. What happened? Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, yeah. And I know we talked a little bit about Angie in the beginning, and I remember seeing a video that she did about so much money that was missing from her that was owed to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that happens a lot, especially when you're young and you don't really know what to look for or
Yes.
what you're reading when you're signing something. So yeah, it's like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And I told someone today, I said, it's sad to think, but I think basically every single, especially of our color, probably have gotten ripped off at one phase or another in this music industry. So we have to really stay on top of our game and be smart. We have to listen to the Oprahs. You know what I'm saying? That have made it work. We have to listen to our leaders that say, save your money, watch your money, do this. I listened to Kashif who said, this, I'm going to teach you how to go in and get your own publishing. So when you put your name on it and you say you wrote it, you send it into your publishing company. So you make sure you get your money and nobody else owns it. Those things were important. Yeah. You got to listen. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta listen. And you were blessed to have somebody mentor you like that because yeah, a lot of people don't have that.
I know. I think about Chaka. She was a mentor. I think about Patti. Patty's been in my life since Patti LaBelle's been in my life since I was like 17 years old, 18 years old. Yeah, she's been in my life. She came to the cellar when I was singing with Johnny Kemp and sang with me. And we would go out on the road and I would watch her talking to her band and how she wasn't getting things. And then she started elevating to see we're getting it now. And any band that I was with or anything that I was doing, she always put Meli'sa on and let her open up for me. It's you've got to have teachers and people that you love and believe in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of all these legendary artists, you work with a lot of them. Whitney
Yeah.
Houston, Chaka, Patti, yeah, just everybody. So, what's one unforgettable lesson or moment you've had with these people that shaped your career?
Wow. Whitney, she was a friend. It was just wonderful because we both came out, but she just exploded. It was wonderful watching her grow, but still be Whitney. And she was always sweet. And I even remember when I seen her and I got married and going through a divorce. And she's like, oh, no, brother, don't let me know we have to call up you and go whip his butt. This is
Yeah,
our girl. We got you know what I gotta do, girl, because you know,
the Jersey girl.
street.
Yeah.
They was straight like, who we got to call a girl? We got to call and get him. Those were wonderful things. And touring with Chaka, she would just teach us so much and say, no, listen to me, don't do this. And I remember one time when she was hoarse, she was like, you sing the note. And I'm just going to, and I was like, no, I can't do that. She's like, trust me, sing it. I can't do it. And just wonderful things like that I remember with her. I seen her recently and she just lives for the moment. And I love that about Chaka. I was talking about something past. She said, girl, don't even talk about the past. We living for the moment. And I love that she has that. She meditates now and everything. And she was like, don't let nobody stress you out. Live in the moment. Breathe. And so that was wonderful. And Patti, she just gives me so much inspiration. The last time I seen her, she called me on stage to sing with her. Come on now. Singing with Patti is just, what? Yeah. Robert, really? I mean, other artists was in the audience and she was like, Meli'sa, come up here and sing with me. It's like, oh my God. So we was dancing and singing and she was like, that's my girl right there. That's my girl. I just love that. They give me such inspiration to keep going, but never give up.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're just at that age too. They're all about their peace and no drama, no none of that. Let's just, like you said, what Chaka said, talking about let's live in the moment. Yeah, that's where we are now.
Yes, because we can't change the past.
Exactly.
When she said that, live in the moment, girl. And I ain't think about that. I go, wait a minute.
I love that.
Good. It was like I'm doing that too. So because sometimes we get stuck in, oh, I ain't living the, why did that happen to me? And she's like, girl, don't think about that stuff. Keep moving. You can't do nothing about that. Live for now.
Yeah, for sure. So what about family? Like you said, you got a divorce. Did you have children? You have grandchildren now?
Yeah.
What you got going on?
Yeah.
That kitty. That kitty look like he.
Yeah, I got another one in, but he sleeps with me. This is midnight. Midnight night. You asleep? But this is my baby. Yeah. This is my baby. I have a fiance. He's in the kitchen making a lunch for us, Sebastian. And no kids, but those are my babies, Midnight in Spirit. And we travel because I have a place in New York. I have a place in Aruba. I have in South Carolina. I'm building my dream home in South Carolina. We're just living life and enjoy it. I see my sister. She comes to Aruba, my place in Aruba, and we have a good time. It's just about living life and enjoying, what you have. Yeah. I just bought a new car. So 2025, I'm happy about that because we travel up and down the road. So we got to be as safe as we can. So I just say, again, what Chaka said, we just live in the moment. Yeah, we live in the moment and enjoy life now. Yeah.
And it seems like new beginnings and new memories that you're starting to create. So that's amazing.
Yeah. Work is good. And I always tell people, they talk about politics. I don't get into politics. I just tell people, whoever is in office, if you're making money, save it because you don't know who's going to be in office next. You might not like this one, but what if you really hate the next one that comes in?
Right.
The money. Yeah, if you can make money during this term, make your money, keep your mouth shut, and live.
It's the best way to keep your peace and
yes,
do you. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So R&B, what do you think about R&B today? Are there any artists that you admire, or how do you think the landscape has changed over the years?
I think there was a period where we had lost R&B and a lot of people suffered, including me. I think about like 10 or 15 years, we lost R&B because hip hop and rap and everything just took over and we just was lost in the sauce. But I think with us doing shows and continuing to reach our audience, because during that time, all I did was work. I might have did a record here and there, but when it was like radio and stuff wasn't accepting us the way we needed to be accepted, I just worked. And now that pays off because now people want to hear real R&B again. So we have the wonderful people like Legacy that's out there doing her thing. And I'm just happy that it's coming back and it's coming back strong.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And
yeah.
I look at
And even Lizzo, I love
Yeah.
what she does because she does a little rapping thing, but she keeps the R&B in it
She
and
does.
singing and stuff. She
Yeah.
keeps that real. So I like that. And Coco Jones, we love her. We love her.
Yeah, we love her.
You know, all these people that are bringing real singing and real emotion and real stories back in the music. I like that. And you know who I love really, and people wouldn't believe, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that residuals that he has out now is just absolutely amazing. I've seen how he's proved from stuff that Shanice has done and this one is done. And he always brings some music back, but this new stuff that he has really is hitting the nail. It's really hitting it. Yeah.
It is. Chris just don't stop. He's just been at it for years, and I'm like, how is he doing this?
Yeah. Yes, that residuals, that video. Oh God, he's amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to work with him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look out for that. Make that happen, Meli'sa. Make it happen, girl. Yeah, we need that. Oh my goodness. Are you working on a book, or did you have a book coming out?
I'm working on a couple of things with my fiance, and believe it or not, I'm a book about my life. Yeah, we're working on something. For 25 years, I've been going to Aruba and enjoying beach and stuff like that. And everybody always talks about me in the bikinis and stuff like that. So we're trying to do something to pull all that together to talk about how that experience of 25 years of being in this bikini mode, that's what we call it, has been for me, and just enjoying that. So we're going to start with that one. It's going to be more pictorial than anything, and just talking about how I love the experience of a movie. I even went there recently and I wanted to buy like a home there, but I just figured I'd just keep what I have. We'll do it like that, because then I have to worry about maintaining the home and everything, and I don't want to get into all of that. We're going to do that, and then maybe next we'll talk about doing something about my career and my life. Yeah, I did Unsung, you know, that's wonderful. They talk about that, but yeah, I've got to put it in perspective and talk about the childhood and all that. So I'll get into that probably in the next couple of years. Yeah.
Oh, we'll be looking out for it.
Yeah.
What about acting? You done some movies, some kind of acting? Like what you?
Yes. Now that I do. Yeah, I did Footprints of an Angel. It's a movie, independent movie, and it's on independent channels, I think Vivo or something like that. And I did the soundtrack for it, the soundtrack for Prince of an Angel, and it went #1 independent. So that was really nice. A different experience. I played the movie and it had a nice little part, and I sang. So it was good. So if you go on, it's called Footprints of an Angel, you can pull it up and you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope to do more acting, but
I never listen. I can see you on some acting now.
but I am doing a play coming up called Unavailable in Augusta, Georgia in a couple of weeks. So that's going to be fun, getting back into the play mode, because the play mode is act too. It's still more performance than getting into the character. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see. Whatever God has in store for me, I'm ready. That's all I can say. I'm ready. If you want me to act, I'm ready. But performing and singing, and we're recording, so I should have something out by the summer. And we're just day by day, minute by minute, enjoying life.
Yeah. So any more upcoming projects? So that's all you got going on right now.
Yeah, that's about what I have going on right now. Besides, like I said, personal things, about to build my house in South Carolina, my little dream home, and relaxing with my babies.
Babies.
Baby, don't worry, baby. Speak kind. By midnight.
Midnight.
It's late for you, right? It's late.
Funny. Oh my goodness. Cats make me laugh. I'm telling you, they are so funny. Yes.
Yeah, and just enjoying life with my fiance, and we'll talk about marriage plans after the house is built.
Yes. Yeah. So when's the wedding? This
Get
year,
married
next
at
year?
the house.
Yeah.
Paying all that money to somebody else. I've got this big old house.
Right. Girl, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. When's the wedding? Is it this year, next year? When y'all gonna tie the knot?
We're gonna try to start the house this year. If we finish, then I would say I want a Christmas wedding.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, we finish the house in this time. I would do a Christmas wedding. Yeah, yeah.
We gonna wait for the pictures and all that.
That's the invite, girl. You gotta come.
That'll be wonderful.
Yes.
You know, I will be there. I sure would be there. Yes,
Yes.
girl. This was so wonderful. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, thank you. It went by
Yeah.
fast. Wow, thank you.
Yeah, this is so good. Any
Yeah.
final words for us? I know we can follow you everywhere because I see you on TikTok doing your thing and everything. So I know we can follow you
Yeah.
everywhere.
Just
Yeah.
follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and it's Meli'sa with one L and one S, Melisa Morgan. And you can follow me. I'll tell you everything that's going on in my career and stuff. Some of my life stuff, my personal stuff, I don't share. You gotta be careful about that. But we have fun on my page. They enjoy it, and they especially enjoy when I put up the performances. So go on my page and come on to be part of the Meli'sa family. Yeah.
That's right. Awesome. It was lovely having you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Cheryl.
I
I
am
enjoy.
following everything you're doing because
Thank you.
you know I'm nosy anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
So
No
yeah,
one
wait to see
girl
how
to another. Yeah, one queen girl to another. I love you.
Love you too, girl.
Yeah, we just gonna make it happen.
All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. Yeah.